Today's episode of Quick Dick is brought to you by QuickDickMcDick.ca, your very own Quick Dick Made in Canada merch store where we bring bunny hugs, long sleeve tees, t-shirts, gloves, toques, hats, and more right to the click of your fingertips. Now you will notice here at QuickDickMcDick.ca we do not use Canada Post. That's because we remember when Canada Post us 2 years ago at Christmas, and once we get by somebody, we never go back. Okay, that's not entirely true, but like the business-wise. And if shopping for clothes doesn't blow your skirt up, head on over to thebinkitchen.ca where you can find all kinds of natural products. From Afterbite to beard oil to hand cleaner to candles, you name it, the Bin Kitchen's got it. Shipping right to your doorstep out of Foam Lake, Saskatchewan. Make your Christmas shopping easy this year and hit up these two great websites to fill those stockings. Or do what I do and just go to the gas station Christmas Eve. Well, Quick Dick McDick coming to you from Saskatchewan here. And if y'all are following the calendar, then you would know, hey Marty, that it's deer hunting time. If you're new to the Quick Dick channel or you've never seen a Quick Dick hunting video before, this is Saskatchewan. We're allowed to bait deer, and I spend all summer feeding deer with my crops. So I think it's perfectly fair for me to feed them a little bit more of those crops and then pick one off that I like during hunting season. So I set up a cam and a blind, and if I can get the one I want, great, and if I don't, no big deal. But if anyone from SGI is out there watching, I'm sure they're like, please take down 10 or 12 of them so we have less insurance claims. Anyways, moving on. It's about a half-mile walk into the blind. You can see Marty's back there. We're just walking this bush line here. I'm not going to go in through the bush because I don't make too much noise. Stay on the stub like I did. Haven't seen anything yet. We're going to hunker down and shut up. We are set. Okay, so it doesn't take long. We got a doe coming in here, but I'm not here for a doe. And does are technically really good bait for bucks. So I'm just going to let her eat and sit tight. Okay, hey, would you look at that? We got a buck coming in. But he's a little guy, nice and even. You don't take these young guys. You leave them so they can learn how to spread their seed around and do their thing and just let him be a young buck. He's okay. We're going to leave him alone. No luck today. Doe and a little buck. My big boy's not coming in yet. All right, day two. As you can tell by my face, I was working late at the farm today, so we're getting out here. We only got an hour and a half of shooting time. But we'll come out and sit and see if there's anything kicking around here. Okay, there was 2 does in here when I came in. Scared them off. So we'll sit here and be real fucking quiet. See if our big boy comes in for a snack. Well, no luck. Just a couple of does. Right at dark. We'll maybe try again tomorrow. Okay, day 3. We got the Super Bees washed here. They're inside. They're going to melt off. Then we'll do some maintenance on them tomorrow. Let's head back to that blind, see what we can find. Okay, not just one doe, but several does and fawns actually wind up piling onto this bait, which is okay. It means it's a safe space. Okay, another little spiker coming in there, and I see he chased the female off there on his way in there, so me and this buck got a lot in common. Okay, Super Bees are ready to go. New balls in, melting off in the shop there, so let's go check out the blind and see if we can catch one of these big boys in there. It is quiet out here, there's no wind. Really gonna try to sneak in there. He's not gonna shut up now. That is not a shooter. Not. Okay, new game plan this morning. My boy was on camera at 10 and 1 o'clock yesterday, so instead of going later in the day, we're going to go first thing in the morning here. So we're going to get in here an hour before shooting time. Let's get walking. Do you recognize him? We've seen him already. Not a shooter. Okay, guys. 29th of November. I've got today and a little bit of tomorrow. And we got a little bit of a breeze today. And a little bit of snow, so I'm going to actually go in through the bush this time and work with this wind a little bit. Maybe they're going to be moving enough. It's cool down here now. We'll find them today. Let's get walking. We're here. Spooked up a couple does on the way in here. Not sure whether that's a good or a bad thing. Now it's time to shut up. Listen, I know what you're thinking. You're like, Quick Dick, what are you doing? Look at that buck. He's beautiful. You're right. He is beautiful. He's got a nice spread on him. He's got some nice height. In a couple of years, if he makes her, that is going to be a really nice buck. So we're going to leave him because it's not the one we're after. Well, shit. He's just not the guy I'm after. It'll be a nice buck in a couple of years, but skunked again today. Well, this is it, you guys. Season's open for 2 more days, but I got to do that canola hauling thing for the next 2 days, so it's just today or bust. This is going to be a cold one. Let's get walking. Okay, we're getting close here. Cooler day. Wind is not in my favor today. I guess we'll just try and get in as quiet as we can and see what happens. Okay, so I changed my mind on the way in. I could hear a little bit of cracking in the bush. So I swung out a little ways, started going through a bush trail. Something fairly decent from what I could see was making its way through the trees. So I tried to outflank it. But it was moving faster than I could move. It's hard to, there's a little bit of dust on crust here, so it's hard to walk quietly out here. So I'm abandoning mission. And I'm going to head over to the blind and just sit down and shut up. This is the last set of hunting 2025. I guess we'll see what happens. Oh boy, this was a tough one. Okay, first things first. These boys right here, Laird Premium Whitetail Supplements. I mean, these guys make some great deer supplement. Helps bucks coming off a rut. It's a really good mix. They grind it. They're brothers. They're local here in Shiho. Check them out on Instagram if you haven't. This is a nice buck. I'm going to let you watch that again. So if you noticed, like his G4s need a little bit of development, and like overall, if that buck gets another year, maybe 2 in him, if nobody takes him, he is going to be exceptional. He didn't really present himself perfectly to me. He come out, he was right on the edge of the clearing, and if you see, there's a branch and a part of a tree in between me and a kill shot to him, and I'm not going to try and shoot through a tree to get a deer. If he comes out in the open and I can take him with one shot, I'm not just going to try and wound him and gun him and run him and chase him down. I don't believe in that. I don't think it's humane hunting. So I let him go. Well, you guys, we got 30 minutes of shooting time left, and my guy has not shown up. So we're going to start walking out just in case we can come across something on the trail out here. So I get some feeling back in my balls. Skunked. Well, there's only one thing left to do when you don't feel your tag. Welcome to this episode of Cooking with Quick Dick, where we teach you how to make tag soup. Tag soup is every failed whitetail hunter's favorite dish to make. You're gonna take your popcorn pot off of the stove, you're gonna fill it with water and bring it to a boil. Okay, so this recipe comes together really fast. Once you got a nice boil going on here, you're just gonna go ahead and you're gonna add this year's meat seal, this year's hide seal, and this year's antler seal to the boiling water. We're just gonna spice it, okay? So this is gonna be just a dash of regret. Let's give it a few shakes of bad priorities. And then I like to use this medley of poor excuses. This blend is, I spent too much time on the farm, I went over and helped the neighbors too much, and it just wasn't the one that I wanted coming into the blind. And of course, don't forget the most important ingredient of all. It's a teaspoon of the tears of a failed deer hunter. And then you're just gonna cover that and let it roll and boil for the amount of time that it takes you to pour a whiskey. And then you're gonna serve that in a bowl at your table. Now that tastes like disappointment. This has been another episode of Cooking with Quick Dick. Thanks for joining us this week. If you haven't already, make sure to head on over to quickdickmcdick.ca where you can check out a tour schedule of upcoming comedy shows, including February 7th, Grande, Prairie, Alberta. Very limited tickets left. Make sure to grab your tickets, folks, and we will see you again here on the Quick Dick channel next week.